Going to the movies is great, but you're not the only one in the movie theater.
Unless the movie is really, really bad.
So have respect for your fellow movie patrons, and everyone will have a good time. You're probably thinking, I know this rule, this is common sense. Then why do they still have to show this before every film? Sit down, Mario!
But I have to pee!
The one time you're actually allowed to talk is when you miss part of the movie because you went to the bathroom.
What did I miss?
This happens to all of us, so we sympathize, and we know the talking will soon stop. But don't ask like this.
What I miss?
And don't ask a stranger instead of your friend.
Hey, buddy, I was making number 2. What did I miss? Shh. Fine, be a jerk.
Just walk away.
Hey, buddy, I was making number 2. What did I miss?
Absolutely no cell phones. This includes texting, because when you text...
I don't understand you people. I mean, all these picky little points you keep bringing up, they don't mean nothing.
And then you have to do this.
They're eating her. And then they're going to eat me.
Seriously?
Good evening, everyone, and welcome to our 3rd annual celebration for the Boys and Girls Club of Lynn. Tonight is a special night for our organization, where we're able to reflect and honor people who have gone above and beyond the call of duty for the youth of Lynn. Also, we're able to highlight our members as well as our staff. But before we can begin our celebration, I think it's important that we reflect and grow as a community and become stronger as one. And also take a moment to support any family or individual that has been affected by COVID-19. Thank you for taking that moment with us. Tonight's a big celebration. It's all about the Boys and Girls Club and the kids. But before we were able to do all this, we have to really reflect on the fact that we were able to build a 15,000 square foot building that's equipped with licensed childcare, a full teen center, and the foundations for the administrative support. We were able to add influential board members, energetic staff, and all the kids responded by our efforts. Also, we were able to honor 3 individuals who have gone above the call of duty to make sure the youth of Lynn had a safe and fun place to be. The board of directors select 9 members to represent them on the annual celebration. It's truly an honor to be a part of this committee. Usually it's filled with invitations, decorations, and guest speakers, but this year they had to figure out a way to bring the show to you. They embraced this challenge. So tonight we're going to take a look back and see all their time and effort in one of their meetings. So why don't you sit back, relax, and enjoy the show.
What we got?
So, as you all remember, last year we had a phenomenal event at the Danversport Yacht Club, and we raised a lot of money for the Boys and Girls Club. Unfortunately, this year, we still need to raise money for the Boys and Girls Club, but we can't have 500 people at the Danversport Yacht Club. So we have to come up with an alternative idea on what to do for our fundraiser this year. So, as part of this committee, one of the things that we look at is how to raise money for the club. Does anyone have any ideas on what we could do to sort of still raise money for the kids, but do it in a safe, socially distant way so that all of our attendees are safe?
You know what we should do?
What?
Can we get Dan Cahill to be a part of this event, or do we not need him?
I don't know. Seems like a little bit too much. But
I mean, he's fun. We could certainly use him maybe in some ways, and he's dedicated to the club. He's willing to do whatever we ask.
He has 30 suits ready and available.
He does. He likes to wear suits.
Maybe we should invite him down at some point for a segment or 2.
Yeah. I mean, last year he emceed it, but since we're not going to really need an MC this year, maybe if we do it again live next year, he could come back.
All right. Well, we'll have to check in with him. Who was that famous sports guy we had last year that Brian...
Zolak.
Oh, Zolak. That was Zolak. That's right. We had the Zol.
Yeah.
maybe we get somebody like that again.
No, we have Brendan. We have Brendan.
I don't have all those rings.
We don't need Zoe, we don't need Brady. We got Brendan.
Wow, those are some big shoes to fill out.
You're from the hunt, you can do it.
I don't know about that. So the other things that we'll need to do is find sponsors.
Yes, very important.
So everybody sort of put your thinking caps on and, think of who we can ask to sponsor this event. And then we'll probably have to think of a way to highlight the sponsors.
We should go visit them.
Oh, that would be cool.
Currently with Kevin Mello of the Mello family. They have 10 Dunkin' Donut locations. I think we're calling it just Dunkin' Corporation now.
It's Dunkin' now, yep.
America runs on Dunkin'?
We still sell the donuts though.
If you could tell us a little bit about your support and philanthropy towards the Boys and Girls Club of Lynn.
Absolutely. So I've been a board member for approximately 5 years. I think it's important that every business owner give back to the community. We've been in Lynn for over 40 years and we've always supported the club. And when I was asked to become a board member, I was more than enthused to become a board member, and it was a great opportunity for me to give more back to the Boys and Girls Club. If I had to say anything to any business owners in Lynn that aren't involved in the Boys and Girls Club, try to get out there, get into the club, see the kids. It's amazing to watch them come into that facility and definitely help give back to the community.
And what's your favorite donut?
Probably the blueberry cake.
And do you actually eat donuts? Because you don't look like Al and I. Al and I look like we eat donuts. We've been sucking down some Boston cream, it looked like.
Once in a while. I mean, I grew up in this business in the back of a store, so I've been around it my whole life.
So it sounds like we got a pretty good plan here. So how are we gonna take this to the next step?
I think first we should start with who are we going to honor, and then maybe go from there.
Very good idea. Very good idea. Any suggestions about some of the honorees that we could bring forward and talk about?
Well, I think maybe we go ahead.
I was going to say, what are the awards?
That's a good question.
We have Commitment to Youth.
Commitment to Youth.
Which is obviously ties into our big mission here. We have our Hall of Fame, and then we have our Helping Hands Award. Hall of Fame is either given to somebody who came to the club as a kid or somebody who's been very involved with the club, whether with their business or just volunteering.
Any ideas on someone that would fit that criteria? It's kind of big shoes to fill.
It is.
What about Mark Irvine from Robert Irvine and Sons Plumbing? Weren't they heavily involved with the Boys and Girls Club renovation project?
And they have been for many years too, been involved with the organization.
Oh, they have, other than just that project. They've done other stuff here?
Exactly.
Don't they handle all the plumbing needs for this building?
They're super generous. So I'm from Nahant, and so are they. And I know that they're just involved in the community, and their kids are involved in the business. Like, they're kind of like the Mellows. They're like a family that is involved in the community in which they work, and the whole family gets in on it. Chanel, do you know anyone in the Irvine family?
I do, actually. I've got some yoga ties with the Irvine family.
Oh.
So
That's great.
they're doing all the things.
And
All the yoga things?
All the yoga things and all the community things.
so they're staying healthy and they're in the community. Sounds like it makes perfect sense.
Absolutely. Do you want to reach out to the Irvines and let them know about this award and see if they're available?
Absolutely, I'd be happy to.
Awesome.
So we're honored to be here today to honor Mark Irvin, the Hall of Fame Award of Robert Irvin and Son Plumbing. So the Boys and Girls Club of Lynn Hall of Fame is presented to Mark Irvine in recognition of your exceptional service dedicated to advocating for positive youth development and help our organization become a positive place for kids. October 2020. Congratulations, Mark, and to the rest of the family.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
So tell us a little bit about the company, how it started, where it started.
My grandfather, my dad's dad, actually started the company in 1972, I think. And right?
Yep, I think so, yep.
So we're all coming up on 50 years and soon. So we've been around for a while. My father runs the company now, and I'm getting more and more involved. So eventually, hopefully, it'll be mine one day and go on for another 50 years, right?
Try to be as generous as possible to all the different, groups that call and
Yeah,
that
it would,
you need
especially the boys.
assistance.
Yeah, especially the Boys and Girls Club
Yep.
being around for so long.
Yep.
140 years. It's good to be part of that history now.
Yep.
It's
It's
cool.
good to have the kids involved,
Yep.
Eric, weren't you a youth of the year?
Yes, I was the Lynn Boys and Girls Club Youth of the Year eons ago. I didn't make it as far as Ishmael did, so I would love to interview him and see if we can get a nice video from him.
Ishmael Mateo Diaz?
Yes.
Excellent. Well,
What is the Youth of the Year?
what is an eon?
So an eon is a long time ago, and the Youth of the Year is given to somebody who's just worked hard and is dedicated and going places. This gentleman happened to be a leader in his community. He was a volunteer. He worked hard in school. I believe he's been going to Tufts now, so I think he'd be a great role model to showcase at our event.
One quality that I really love about the Boys and Girls Club is how uplifting it really is. When I first came in, I was a very shy boy who didn't know much about the world. But now looking back at how far I've gone, I really owe the Boys and Girls Club a really huge thanks, because without them, I wouldn't be able to, I wouldn't turn out the way that I am today. And they really taught me these skills to be the best that I can be. And they gave me the tool, they were the tool themselves to push me this far. My journey, I'll say, has to begin when I first started going to the club. This was in 2011. I was just 9 years old and I was new to the country. But even back then, the club has always meant to me be a support network and system that has pushed me, helped me keep on going in life, helped me do the best that I can and learn as much as I can. The club really helped me become the Youth of the Year this year, because they were there to help me in every step of the way. They weren't just there for just the Youth of the Year, but they were there in just personal life struggles that I had. They taught me so many things about myself. They helped me see, they helped me, they molded me to the person that I am today. I'd like to thank all the donors and for all their support. They're doing a huge investment for the future of the communities by helping the Boys and Girls Club. The Boys and Girls Club is a nonprofit. So all the support that you guys give help us achieve the results that we can give.
What about the staff, Brendan? I mean, this has been a challenging year with COVID. Do we need to think about honoring the staff?
I think we definitely. Right.
Absolutely.
Who's going to implement all of these wonderful ideas?
Probably the staff.
No, we need to make recognition of them.
I mean, we wouldn't be able to do any of this without our staff.
That Katie Green is like a freaking superwoman.
Yeah, I think they're keeping the club up from 7 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. I mean, that's outstanding in this environment.
Yeah, she should get more money.
There.
Well, you'll have to bring that up at our next budget meeting, Al. But for now, we're talking about the awards and the event and highlighting the great work that the staff does.
Especially during this challenging time we've all been in this current environment. They've had to make some adjustments.
Because they've been open the whole time, right?
Summer camp.
And did you say 7 to 4:30?
7 a.m. to 4:30.
Well, number one, because it's in Lynn. Number two, because it's a great cause, helping out youth in the city of Lynn, and there's plenty of families that could use the help. And my family's committed to doing whatever we can to help out the city of Lynn.
Well, I was born on Franklin Street, about 300 yards down the street from the club, and I spent a lot of time there as a kid. My mother would say, go up to Boys and Girls Club and be home at 6 o'clock because your father's coming home for supper. So I'd go up after school and I'd bowl or I'd swim, or, you know, they built a new swimming pool, I think, in 1952. I thought I lived in Wellesley. I had a swimming pool like 300 yards up the street. It was all boys then. And I'm a Lynn kid, and I sleep in Swampscott, but I'm in Lynn every day with my business, and I'm proud to be from Lynn. I think a lot of terrific people have grown up in Lynn and went through the Lynn public school system.
Giving back has changed my life because when I get to see what the club does for boys and girls, a lot of them who would either be out on the street or getting into bad things, it really gives me greater purpose to try and, you know, instead of living selfishly for yourself, you see all the good that your giving back can do, and that really influences you to try and do even more.
I'm proud. I'm proud to be from Lynn, and I feel as if we should be, those of us that have become more successful, have an obligation to give back. And you don't have to thank me. That's my job. That's how I look at it. It's my job to do that. I don't look at it as I'm doing the city a favor. I owe the city, and I owe these recent immigrants the same opportunities we had. Thank you very much for allowing me to feel good about myself and helping the Boys and Girls Club achieve all of its goals and help all of the young people that it's going to help. It's my pleasure to help. It's my pleasure to serve. Thank you.
I think some of the things we need to do, we need to feature the club.
Absolutely.
We need people to see what this is all about. Absolutely. We need them to get excited about all the positive things that are happening here and that have been accomplished and what's coming over the horizon that are going to better serve the youth of this community.
Because of COVID, people really haven't been out, so people might not even know that we have totally gutted and rebuilt the club. I mean, this place is bananas.
So we might actually have to show them in a virtual environment how to use the equipment and experience the club.
So how would we do that, Al?
Look at all the great things this club has to offer.
We get to develop apps.
And we get to watch TV on the Roku.
And we have these awesome chairs. And we can play video games.
I thought this was a real bar.
Al,
what kind of bar is this?
Al, this isn't a real bar. It's at the Boys and Girls Club. Rather than get drunk on alcohol, you get drunk on knowledge.
Welcome everyone to the Lynn Boys and Girls Club in the brand new dance studio. I am so pleased today to have two of my best students with me, Erin and Chanel. So ladies, I know there's no music, so we need to channel our inner soul and bring out the moves. Okay? First we're gonna limber up, so do what I do. All right, up, down, up, down. Stretch out those hamstrings, ladies. We gotta really limber up for the moves. Okay, now let's start with a little bachata. Am I doing it right?
Yeah, you're good.
You're doing it right.
Shoot it.
Hey, Joe, show us a bank shot. Wow, that was a great bank shot from our banker, the #1 Joe Shinatico from Salem 5 Bank.
Good job, Joe.
Hey, Brendan! We're at the pool, the Boys and Girls Club. phase 2, baby. We gotta get it redone. How about a belly flop for the kids?
What we want to tell everyone is that we'd like to thank them very much for letting Brendan and I make complete asses out of ourselves during this recent presentation. Both of us enjoyed ourselves, had a great time, and it is strictly for the children. So please, think deep, reach down, and donate to the Lynn Boys and Girls Club.
Because the more you give, the sooner we can get out of it.
If I could say anything to them for turning this place around, I'd say like thank you in a very deserving way because they did all this for all the kids.
The first thing that came to my mind was, wow, this place is amazing. Because coming from the last program was completely different. Staff, teachers, best I ever had.
The Boys and Girls Club has taught me to be strong and confident. It's taught me to be a leader. It's taught me how to get along with different groups of people with varying backgrounds, English language abilities. You know, there's just so many different people that come through these doors with different backgrounds, and so it teaches you about real life.
I believe that this clubhouse is going to impact the community on another level by being able to demonstrate what kids need in the 21st century.
I think that's a big piece. You come, especially when the kids are here, because when you come here, when the kids are here, it's a totally different atmosphere. Because if you come here and the kids are not here, or whether they're in school or they're just not here for whatever reason, you don't get the full impact of what the organization does.
There's something for everybody, and that's what's so fantastic, and that's why the possibilities are endless.
We literally have been working on the development of the inner city for decades. And most of these dreams are now coming to fruition.
Looking at the new facility now, it's mind-blowing. I mean, when I first started here, I started a room over, and looking at the pictures even of the old wooden floors to what we have now and all the possibilities that are going to be having for our kids, it's just something I'm really excited for.
From sports to the staff helping me doing my homework, and if I didn't know, I could go right to a staff and ask them, and they would come right away to see what they can do to help me. They had AAU teams, they had basketball teams if you wanted to play. They had a whole bunch of different things. If you want to learn how to go to swimming, you can go to swimming lessons if you want. Then the summer camp is amazing too. At the summer camp, you can do a whole bunch of things. Basically, a kid's dream.
It's not a job to me no more. It's almost a commitment. I love being here. I love waking up knowing that I'm going to go in, see the kids, talk with the staff, work with the parents. It has changed my mindset as of I can really give out to the community of Lynn. I was raised here and I'm just so happy to be involved.
Knowing that even if you can give $5 or make a pledge of $20 a month or $100 a year, you know and you can see based on this beautiful renovation that your dollars are being used for the betterment of the club, for bringing in better resources for the kids and helping them to have a bright, clean, beautiful environment where they can thrive.
If there's a way to thank all the donors from the smallest gift to the largest gift that had the confidence in making sure that we have a building for the city of Lynn, I'd just like to thank them and truly appreciate their efforts and their confidence in our organization.
If you haven't come to see this new place or come to see a Boys and Girls Club, please come down, check it out, and just support any youth organization that you can.
I would like to thank you guys for donating to help other people in life, and it's a big part of me too, so this new place I get to adapt to and other kids get to, so I really appreciate it.
Our next award is the Robert Kennedy Helping Hands Award. And Erin and Chanel, who haven't been here all that long, the Robert Kennedy Helping Hands Award is named after a former board member who was on the board for over 50 years and was the treasurer for a long time. And it's, dedicated to somebody that helps out in a difficult situation to the club or does something that goes above and beyond when the club needs it. So this year, we should think of somebody who has really stepped up to the plate when the club has been, really in a time of need. Can anyone think of anybody that would be a good fit for that?
What was the name of that company that helped out when Middleton Camp was vandalized?
The Heritage Helps Foundation.
Oh, yeah.
And wasn't it, I believe, what was his name again? Was it Sean Burgo that was key in that?
It was.
Yeah. And Sean wasn't born in Lynn. In fact, he was born in New Bedford, Massachusetts, but he did move to Lynn and immediately became impactful to the community. So he'd be a perfect person for this.
He would. So
It wasn't, didn't Heritage Helps make it possible for the camp to open on time and provide all of the tables, chairs, arts and crafts, everything that you see inside. Wasn't that them?
it was after it was destroyed by vandals.
Yeah.
Interesting. I would say.
I think he's a great pick.
Definitely.
Seems like a no-brainer.
Yeah. Would anyone like to make a motion?
All right, we're honored to be here today to award Sean Burgo of the Heritage Home Services and the Heritage Helps Foundation the Helping Hands Award from the Boys and Girls Club. The Boys and Girls Club of Lynn, Robert Kennedy Helping Hands, presented to Sean Burgo in recognition of your contributions to the economic growth in the city of Lynn and instituting a high level of cooperation with our nonprofit organization, October 2020. Sean, thank you for you and all that you've done for us.
Thank you very much. So first and foremost, thank you very much. It's a huge honor and definitely humbling to receive this. Just really, really kind of you guys, first and foremost. I'm accepting this, obviously, on behalf of the Heritage Helps Foundation and Heritage Home Service. I mean, it's a whole team and actually an organization of people that really are behind just supporting nonprofits and in particular really trying to help families and kids that need some help. And as far as this particular club goes, I mean, I'm a Lynn resident and everything that you guys do for the youth of Lynn and everything is just uplifting these guys and uplifting the city. It's huge, it's needed, and just fantastic work you do. Just glad to be a part of it. So I work for a family-owned and operated company. It's Heritage Home Service. It's been around 30 plus years. It's the Chartier family, so two brothers, actually three brothers originally, founded the family, and it's now, I think, fourth generation as far as the family involved. And they're just very much focused on providing or helping or assisting the community. The idea is that you have a business because the community supports you, so you want to do what you can to help your community out. And the thing that's unique about the company, I guess, is that they really try to hire people that are like-minded. And so with that idea, over time, it just really made sense to form a nonprofit. It gave more opportunity, fewer restrictions on how you could help.
Frank was a board member for 2 decades, and we have a tradition of our involvement with the Boys and Girls Club dating back to Frank's youth when he immigrated with his family from Italy, and his best friend across the street took him to the Boys and Girls, well, then just the Boys Club, and that was a place where even Frank and his older brother Toby spent a lot of time growing up, learning the ways of the new country that they embraced. And the Boys Club, and now the Boys and Girls Club, has always been a place for new immigrants or people from outside of Lynn to sort of congregate and develop friendships. And they're lifelong friendships. The best friend that took Frank to the Boys and Girls Club is still his best friend. So I would say to our friends and colleagues in the business community in Lynn and surrounding communities, if you were to select a nonprofit to support that serves underprivileged youth and helps them develop skills that will stay with them for their lives. The Boys and Girls Club is the best organization that you can choose to support that mission.
You opened this store 3 years ago. What has been your experience in working in the Lynn community?
Very diverse, a lot of diversity in the city of Lynn. It's like a big melting pot. We have a lot of different ethnicity that shops in the store, and we try to provide everybody of every different race and nationality with something that they're looking for. It's an honor to support the Lynn Boys and Girls Club.
I'm Nick Menino with Menino Construction of Lynn, and we're really proud and happy to support the Boys and Girls Club of Lynn.
So the commitment to youth is obviously given to somebody who is contributing to the success of the youth within the cities that we serve or city that we serve.
All right, does anyone have any ideas of anybody that would fit any of those categories?
I think one that stands out to me with everything that's happening in Lynn, with the different renovations with KIPP, YMCA, St. Mary's, and here is Joel Abramson.
Oh, that's a good idea.
So he's been involved with all those, working not only with fundraising, but also collaborating with the different organizations to work together and try to help the kids within the city of Lynn.
We're honored to be here today to award Joel Abramson with the Commitment to Youth Award. Joel is a Lynn born and raised philanthropist and founder of the Lynn Education District. Joel, the Boys and Girls Club of Lynn Commitment to Youth Award is presented to you, Joel Abramson, in recognition of your time and effort by working with young adults to develop emotional, physical, and mental stability to help them grow in their interests, talents, and skills. October 2020.
Thank you very much, Brian. I am humbled and grateful to receive this award for my participation in founding of the Education District. The Education District provides services and support to the kids and families of Greater Lynn throughout the year. I have also been an avid supporter of the Boys and Girls Club for many years, and it is quite gratifying to see them execute their growth plan, which will provide many additional activities and services to their members and their families. I again thank you for this award, and I pledge my continued support to the kids and families of the Boys and Girls Club. Thank you. So when I was reintroduced to the club by a dear friend of mine, Tom DeMarcus, who is a large philanthropist of the Boys and Girls Club, as well as supporter of almost everything Lynn, as part of the Education District, I wanted to better understand everything that the organizations were doing and what their vision was. And when I met Brian and Katie Green, I was enamored by their vision. And at that time, I was standing in the old building and couldn't quite believe that this was going to happen during the timeline that they presented. So now that it's happened, I'm hooked. And I am looking forward to, and already have been telling the story to a lot of my friends, that you got to come over and see the Boys and Girls Club, you won't believe it. So it's been a great experience getting re-educated to the Boys and Girls Club, and I'm looking forward to spending as much time here as I can.
Al and I truly appreciate the work of this committee and the rest of the board and all the attendees tonight that came out to support the Boys and Girls Club. We wouldn't be able to help the kids of Lynn without all of your support. So Andrew, Erin, Kevin, Joe, Chanel, Wendy, who's not with us today, and Jess Pratt, who's not with us today. We couldn't have been able to bring this event off tonight without all of the help and support from this committee and from the entire board of directors at the Boys and Girls Club.
Right. We're very proud of everything we've been able to accomplish during this difficult year, and this committee has been wonderful and a true testament to a wonderful organization, the Boys and Girls Club of Lynn. It does great things for our wonderful community that deserves all the wonderful things that it earns. It's a hard-working community.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you for your support.
Thank you.
Wow, what an amazing night for the Boys and Girls Club of Lynn. I hope you enjoyed the 3rd annual celebration. Special thanks to our board of directors, committee, and staff members. You're truly positively impacting thousands of lives in the city of Lynn. Also, if you're in the neighborhood, please swing by 25 North Common Street, right downtown Lynn. You got an open invitation for a tour and to learn more about the organization. Enjoy the rest of your night, be safe, and I'll see you soon.
Wait, why do yours look different than mine?
Hey Joe, show us a bank shot. Try again.
Pasta!
Pasta! With the button. Oh, come on, puny man. You need to run faster. Higher, faster. Come on, beauty man! Give me another one! Please teach these young ladies how to get their moves correct for the girls and boys club.
I don't think I can.
But we have the fundraiser coming up, and they need to perform on behalf of the children to raise money.
Some people just don't ever get it.
Oh, no. All wrong, all wrong. You're both going in the wrong direction. Ladies, you have to work together. Please do it one more time.
5, 6, 7, 8.
Oh, the people they give me to work with. It's awful. There you go. Come on, Brendan. You can do it.
Now add the arms. Add the arms.
Am I good?
You're good.
Okay.
Brendan,
Yes, Al.
will you spoon me?
Maybe in a minute.
Alcohol.
Oh, jump in. Yeah. You can start. You can do the L. It's not a real bar.
But where's the sink? Someone said it was a sink bar.
It is. It's syncing their technology, Chanel. Not like washing your hands to make sure you don't spread COVID sink. The other kind of sink.
SYNC. Sink.
Yeah! Let's not spell it, because I'm not even sure that's the right way to spell it.
Are we recording?
You're rolling.
I'm rolling already?
Yep.
Oh, great. I am the world's most interesting man.
Al, didn't we tell you this isn't a real
I'm not
bar?
ready yet.
Oh,
Can we do this again?
We get to develop apps.
You want to try that one more time?
Yeah, my math like fell out.
Watch TV on the Rokus. One more time. Love it.
It's shiny enough.
Wonder Twins, activate!
Did you just black out that whole time? Because it sounded like an actual.
No, it's like pregnant. He's like.
Like if we had to go visit Mr. Mello, we could go in and like time to make the donuts.
Did you go to the camp?
I did. Since I was 5. They don't even let 5-year-olds anymore.
Oh, really? How old do you have to be?
6.
To highlight individuals who have gone. All right, there we go.
It's okay.
Is that too serious? All right. Want me to do it one more time? Without further ado, let's have the show begin. Right, something to that effect. So I'm gonna start it back, but